you know, maybe has been reported out there. Our office, and I can tell you, we've been working very hard, and I look across this room, and I think most of you we've been working with to help support Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, to help grow Wright-Patterson Air Force Base and grow the region around Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. And I wanted to talk about a specific commission that was set up that Rick brought up, and that was our Blue Ribbon Commission. One of the first things that I did when I came into Congress was, and having served 10 years in the state legislature, you know, I have been over Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. We had a good working relationship with the folks inside defense and outside defense, and it was, you know, we were part of the 2005 BRAC process in the state legislature, helping to get funds to help the Dayton Development Coalition do an analysis on how we as a region could come together. So I understand very well that that is a tremendous asset that we have in our backyard, and we wanted to see how we could be a partner and be most effective in how to grow Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in our region. So one of the first things I did was a congressional inquiry. Went inside and started talking to the folks inside the fence. Try to better understand how we as a region can be a better partner with Wright-Patterson Air Force Base and grow Wright-Pat. And what we found out when we went through that congressional inquiry was that hundreds of millions of dollars were leaving our region, that they were going to other states. And then we started looking at who these companies were on these other states. And what we saw was that these companies were, in my opinion, no better than some of the companies we have here locally. As a matter of fact, I would go so far as to say in some cases the companies here locally are as good, maybe even better than some of those other companies. So how do we draw more dollars down in our region? And I understand we're looking at prime contracts. We're also looking at subcontracts as well, which is a little more difficult. So one of the things we did, we set up last fall, I guess it was the Blue Ribbon Commission. And it was a small group of folks made up of academia. I know all of our local universities, Wright State, University of Dayton, Central State, all of our local universities are part of this commission. We had individuals who've worked inside the fence and outside the fence, you know, retired military, who understand the contracting process. We had our defense contractors who were part of this. I think the group started out, and I want to call out John McCants and Gary Kowal, who have helped chair this committee and move it forward, with a small group that now has grown to a bigger group, because as we got into this, we saw how complex it was and a number of subcommittees we had to set up. And they have been a working committee since last fall. When I say a working committee, they've been meeting weekly, sometimes twice a week, on their own time. And this commission has taken it and kind of run with it. And one of the things we did early on, and I was told this was unprecedented, is that we brought in some of the contractors from inside the fence. Not some of them, all of them across the board together. From, you know, AFRL with Joe Shpika and his office to all the way down to AFMC, ASC. I mean, the whole group was in there. And some of the folks that are on our commission said this is unprecedented to have everybody, all these contracting officers in here at one time and briefing us on how the process, on how the contracting process works, so we could better understand that and give us a good starting point with this Blue Ribbon Commission. One of the things that